Alright boys and girls, welcome back to another video. So we've done some testing now. Thank you to those folks who have actually gone ahead and showed me some of these numbers because I personally have not had the opportunity to test this out because I'm not pulling for these banners yet. I say the keywords yet. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the weapons. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the weapons a little more now that we understand them, how they work and how they function. Okay, so first off, these are going to be primarily whale-like weapons, but it does not mean they're bad. Okay, so let me break this down and how this works. Okay, so first off, I want to talk about this boost P attack all allies and how it differs from the regular P attack. So you can in fact stack them. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a picture real quick from somebody who gave me where is it right here. Okay, I want to show you guys this. Shout out to Bob who showed me this, by the way. So I'm going to show you guys this right here. So you guys can see here, the R ability P attack all allies, okay, is on its own. It's actually an R ability with the brackets of party, so it differs completely from what you normally would see, okay? Another quick thing I want to show you guys here as well is the fact that they do in fact stack, okay? So you can see here, 2 of them will stack and give you guys those points. And you guys can see Cloud has the icon, so does Glenn, okay? So again, it is doable. Now, the other R abilities that you have, your solo R abilities for physical attack will also apply. So you can max out your boost attack, normal solo version, and you can also boost this. So you can get 28% from here if you get it to 7. And then you can get yourself, let me just find a physical one here, right here. You can get yourself 50% here, a total of 78% physical attack. And then on top of that, you can then max out your physical stance and get yourself that bonus as well too, which is insane amount of physical damage. So this is where they come into play. So originally what my thought process was, without testing of course, is okay, they're not going to be stackable with the original P attack. Well, in fact, they are. So that now makes these weapons a lot more viable and a lot more wanted. So it's pretty insane how much P attack you can actually now stack. So that's going to be 78% damage on a permanent basis, on top of course, the extra P attack you get from your stance, right? So let me see, I'll show you guys real quick where the stance is at. Let me find somebody with the stance. I think he has it, right? No, he doesn't have it. Where's the physical stance? This one? Yeah, there we go. 80%. So with a max attack stance, you can get yourself 100 and what is that? That puts us 158%. 158% more fizz damage with max stance and max all party buff and P attack buff. So I'm sorry, I'm running that to my Discord just so everyone's aware of how much that is. That is wild amount of damage, guys. That is an insane amount of damage. So that makes these a lot more viable now than what we originally thought. Now they are still obviously skippable, right? They're not like must-haves. But with that being said, I'm not sure how much they're going to increase the power level of a lot of these monsters. So far, we've been able to do most of this game with what we've been given. If they're expecting this to be even more, like if they're expecting us to increase our percentages that much and eventually mobs will be that hard to kill, it's gonna be a lot harder to beat things, okay? Now, I'm not saying it's impossible and we don't know the exact process yet or what they plan to do, but I just wanted to let you guys know that's how this works. Now, I needed to obviously test this before I made my conclusion. Now that I've seen my conclusion, this is becoming a lot more of a insane banner. Okay, I still think it's skippable. I still do, and I really mean that. But because of the limited time frame to get these, and because this buff now is stackable, plus it stacks with the P attack, it's making them way more attractive than the original. So I think that's what they meant by limit break. It's like breaking past the limit of the max percentage that you could get with these weapons or with the P attack R ability, right? Like level 7, you're done. You don't do P attack anymore. But now with this, you can do level 7 with both of them, and boost your attack up to 78%. So that's insane, guys. That's so much power for physical attack. And I have somebody here, Cyber Dragon, shout out to you, my brother. He was just talking to me in Discord and telling me he was nuking the crap out of things with his ability. Now he's a pretty big well. I'm gonna just show his real quick, just so you guys can see what he's at. So let me just quickly share this with you. So here's his cloud, okay, and he was destroying stuff, like destroying stuff. So you guys can see here though he's probably got his weapon maxed out. He usually does, and everything else here boosted. So yeah, you guys can absolutely be like knocking things out the park with this. Now again, I am still under the impression that this is going to very much be a whale weapon at the end of the day, and this is meant for people to spend, obviously, in my opinion. It's crazy though to think that this new R ability is now stackable on top of the regular P attack. And again, I didn't think they were going to do that, but now that I see it, I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy. Okay, so there you guys go. I just want to share that information with you. I think it's important people understand the power behind these weapons, and that may sway you to pull or not to pull. Of course, and they have the Arcanum as well too, right? With the outfits and everything. So that's obviously a bonus. Now, the percentage from the elemental, from the previous elemental weapons to this one, is not that big. I think we talked about like 50% of the top OB10 section. It's not that huge. Obviously, the outfits, like Arcanum outfits, we don't have a water Arcanum one, but we have a couple ice ones already. So you're kind of like, you can decide whether you want to go fully for the costumes. I mean, if you're gonna go for the weapons, you may as well pull for the costumes, right? Because they're really the rarity. Now, the wishable part of this, the wishlist part, it looks like from rereading this multiple times and talking to a few people and getting our thoughts together, we think that it's going to be only, and I think it's pretty straightforward. The text says it, that these will still be wishable on the second banner if this one happens to disappear, which I don't think it's going to, because this goes till April 7th. But if the second banner is like happening and this one ends, you probably can still wishlist these weapons on that banner. But once the limited banners are done, all these wish lists are now out the window as well, and you can no longer go for the weapons. So you still have time, guys. I mean, April 7th, that gives us a month away to figure out what we're going to do. I may, at the end of the day, pull for these, to be honest. Like, depends on how many crystals I can muster up by the time this is all done. I'm at 7,550. I still got a ways to go, but it's good to know that the original thought process behind these weapons, which were 100% skippable, are now a little bit more like, okay, these are really, really good. Do we really need them? Time will only tell, right? We're only going to know over time whether these are going to make or break the game. I really hope, obviously, they don't release content that's too hard where we can't beat it without these kind of weapons, because then it kind of takes away from the luster of this game. But who knows, right? From a business perspective, they may be like, you know what? We need to make more money, so we're going to make people spend. But that'll also turn off a lot of your free-to-play players, and you'll lose a lot of your customers that way. But if they're free customers, do you really care? And that's kind of the problem, right, with businesses. They are out to make money at the end of the day. So yeah, there you guys go. I just want to bring this out to you. Initial thoughts. We're now changed, obviously, with a little bit of testing. This is a pretty insane weapon. All right, guys. Talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.